Aloha again, beautiful souls. Today I'm here to talk to you about journaling and how I do it, how it's been beneficial for me, and why I think it's important. So, first of all, when I remember writing in a diary for as when I was in high school and even before that, I always had one. And I think I stopped because when I was in 11th grade, my mom read mine and found out some information that was extremely private, and it was a big disruption to my life. And since then, I really didn't get involved that much with diary writing or journaling writing or writing my thoughts down until I moved to Hawaii. And when I was going through a time again with some hormonal issues and meditating and trying to open my third eye and trying to increase my psychic abilities, I started journaling again. And currently I have four, actually five. One's put away, I'm not using, but I have four that I use pretty much daily or a couple times a week. And I will show you each one and talk to you about each one. And then in the description, I will try to put a link for a PDF or a Google Doc that has what one of my journals, like the prompt is to one of my journals. So the first one I'm going to talk about is my ideal journal. And this was really the one I started up again about a year and a half ago. And I was doing meditation on how to open my third eye and my clairvoyance and some of my clair senses. And life, it just started, ideas and information just started coming at me so quickly that I had to find some way to not get overwhelmed and put all those ideas down. So I had this journal, something I found in Hawaii, and I loved it. I love unicorns. I love all that fun, magical belief and fantasy world. And I just really, this journal is in no way, it was written in pencil and it is not organized. There's writing on the sides, there's writing all around the page, different ideas on one page. And I use it now kind of just to try to go back on and gain some sort of insight into what was happening and maybe get more ideas. But it was at the start, I feel, when I was going through an awakening. So much information was coming to me, and I needed to put it down somewhere because I'd be watching TV and ideas would pop into my head and things. I'd get visions and thoughts and just overwhelming almost. So I had to find a place to hold it all, and that was this first journal. And when I started doing this journal, it was almost like a year later before I realized how beneficial journaling was for me. And that's when I took on my second journal, and that's in the art room, and I have some sketches in it. And instead of just making it just for art, I started doing gratitude writing in it. And I really wanted that to be an art journal, so I ended up making another gratitude journal, which is right here. All my journals are just pretty much school notebooks because I had two high schoolers, one's graduated, but I had two high schoolers, so I had a lot of the composition notebooks around, and the whatever these ring binders are, spiral notebooks, I guess, available, and I wanted to go ahead and use them. And what I've done is I just paint on the front of them now, or paint something and then put it to the front. But this is my gratitude journal, and this is my daily journal. This is really the one I write in every day, and sometimes I revisit it at night a lot of the times because there's um, a little worksheet that I did to follow. And I heard this, and I'll put her link in the description, from Gem Goddess, and she talked about her journal, and she actually bought one over on the internet and had these type of prompts in them for writing that I kind of took and borrowed. Oh no, the door's gonna close. Let me pause this real quick so it doesn't keep. Okay, so I didn't want the door to bother you, and I got up to get the door, and my whole station fell over, my light came down, so I'm in a little bit of different position right now, but still gonna remember what I was talking about, which was the journal. And this is my gratitude journal, and I started this, I believe, mid-March, when I started, a little mid to late March, when I started my manifestation, the 30-day manifestation. And that's when I really started to get more organized in my journal writing. And it started with just 5 things I was grateful for, writing down 5 things I was grateful for every day. And I would share that with the universe, and then I would pray to God on to thank him and let him know how grateful I was for whatever those 5 things were. And my 5 things could just be like, this is from June 1st, and it was like each day waking up with more mental strength. One day it was my daughter reaching out to me for help. It was waking up to a new, beautiful day filled with love of myself and my surroundings, the sunshine, plants, earth, air, food on my table, roof over my head, a vehicle to drive. So sometimes I can just be grateful for things around me. And then a lot of the later now, some of the gratitude are because I'm really into healing myself and growing and doing some shadow work. So like today, I was thankful for realizing the issue I have with saying no, and that no is an answer. Not for me is okay to feel. No, I don't want to is my right. Not now is appropriate when I'm busy. I'm not interested, available, accepting of that for that situation. So I was grateful for realizing that I have the ability to say no. And then in the past, that's been difficult for me. And I remember someone, when I taught elementary school, actually told me, another teacher, a first grade teacher, told me that I had to learn to say no, because I was saying yes to every project and I had everything on my plate, and I was pregnant with my son, and I think I was feeling really anxious and overwhelmed. And she told me that, and I started to do that, but it never felt right for me. It always felt like, oh my God, if I say no, I'm not going to help. And, there was a piece of me. And so today on my gratitude journal, I realized that, no is an option for me. And it's okay to say no. And I don't need to feel guilty about saying no. But anyway, here is what I'm going to put as the PDF or a Google Doc. I'll try to attach it. And if I can't, I'll just write this in the description, what I follow. And it's like, today I'm grateful. And it's number 1 would be today's focus. Number 2, I write down as an affirmation for the day. And sometimes I write more than one affirmation. My affirmations are usually something that I'm working on, that I want to see more of in myself. They can be, let's see what I go back to. Some of them are personal, so I don't want to share them. But like today was, I put, this is affirmation. I am a new person, my true self, the woman who I was always deep within. So that was my affirmation for today. And then my grateful for, I've already listed them. The focus really is what I plan on doing. Like today's focus was, of course, making a journaling video, doing some jewelry project, spending time with my daughter. What I'm excited about today, that can be, I was excited today about another day of growth. And some days it's just living happy and beach time, finding shells, living through another day, doing more videos, another day of love of self, going to Kona to get food. I'm just flipping through these to show you what, some of my excited about things. And then number 5 is how I'm going to make space for gratitude. And I have a whole list of things. I usually know what I'll do. I'll pray, I'll meditate, I'll reach out to someone that I love, I will help someone else. But there's all kinds of examples I will give you in cooking meals with love, volunteering, writing a card, text, or email, telling someone something nice, don't complain on this day, reward an effort of someone who's done something nice for you. Again, meditate, live mindfully, thanking people who serve the community, noticing the beauty in nature. So I will put this list of how to make space for gratitude in that PDF, or also in my description or in that Google Doc. And then at the bottom, there is some nighttime things. Um, Again, 3 to 5 things that happened today, good things to write down. Number 2 would be things I did to make a positive difference. Number 3 is how I felt today. And I will give some emotions or some feelings: anger, annoyed, frustrating, satisfied, amusing, amusement, exciting, excitement, gloomy, disappointed, relief, contentment, pride, at peace. I'll put some of these feelings to guide you if you want to just kind of look, if you plan on doing a journal, a gratitude journal, and you want to include some of this. And then number 4 is a positive thought to carry me to sleep. I don't do the nighttime all the time, and I used to be very adamant. It was almost obsessive of doing my journal, and sometimes I would go in at night and be so tired and force myself to write in the journal, and I don't think that was healthy for me. So I kind of got the message that you don't have to do the same thing every day, as long as you're mindful of what you're doing every day. So I stopped sometimes doing the nighttime. But this is my gratitude journal. And then the next journal I have, again, this was just made, this was made from a composition notebook, and I just, try to add my own art or draw a picture on it to make it just a little bit more special. But I know a lot of you, there's Amazons have a lot of journals, and if you want to buy something out there, Barnes and Noble, they have beautiful ones. I just was here, I wanted to use what I have. And this journal I use for my ideas or for my videos. When I get a little bit, this one was a little bit out of control. So this, when the ideas come in, I've tried to fold down the corners and write what they are. And there's a lot. So far, there's something on divorce that I haven't written yet. I'm waiting for mine to go through. Suicide I've already done and talked about a little bit. Scams I want to talk about next. News, love I spoke, I did a video on yesterday. So these are really, this is my idea book journal. And then finally, my last journal is one I'm working on right now. I have to paint an image on there. I know it's going to be a sun and a female of eyes and something like that, personification there. This journal deals with like shadow work and what I'm striving for, and maybe some wishes and things I want to see in myself, and how to clear my energy when I watch something on a documentary or a video that someone's made on how to clean your energy or clear your energy. I'll take down notes and add it to this. Morning routines, just things that I can do for myself. So this journal really deals with things that I can do for myself. And in the back of one of these, I think I have also, I'm really into like natural face, doing things with fruits and vegetables and using ingredients that I have from the kitchen to work on moisturizers or serums or toners. So one of my journals, I started from the back to have some recipes for some anti-aging face oils and toners or serums and things that I've picked up. I'll put the video also from the site that I use, because there are some great things out there that you can do that with fruits or vegetables that you have in your house, or supplies that you have already on hand that have really been, I find that have really been great for my face. And it's surprising because since moving to Hawaii, the climate change and the altitude difference, I had really seen some dryness and things affecting my skin. And since doing this natural beauty routine, oh my God, my skin feels so good and looks so good and feels just so fresh. And I wake up in the morning and wash it and do it, and then at night I have my little routine. And really, it's like I almost turn to these products more than I do some of the face creams that you can buy and serums and toners that you can buy in the stores. So I've been really thankful for adding that into my daily or my journaling. But those are my journals. So why do how do I think they're beneficial? Well, since I started my journals, I've learned so much about myself. That's how they've been beneficial for me. I have grown. I have um, expanded my mind, I guess. I've connected to the spiritual sense, more spiritual awareness. It's just been a very beneficial routine and a tool that I use to grow. So that's what the journals have done for me. You can read. There's so many people that talk about journal, the gratitude journal. If you want to just start with one, start with that gratitude journal. Oh my gosh, 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for every day really just turns your day around, and you realize how much you really have in abundance already. So it puts you in a mindset to greet the day with positive energy and positive attitude. And I know a lot of people, there's technology out there, and if you want to use technology and use your phone and do voice, go ahead and do that. Do whatever works for you. Writing works for me because I can see it, I do it physically, and sometimes, and most of the times, on the things I'm grateful for, I say them aloud. So I try to activate all my senses, the doing, the seeing, being able to read it back, and then the saying aloud. I'm going to do everything I can to help myself, and this is what the journals do for me. So if you haven't started a journal or you're interested in doing it, just you can do whatever. You can take just pieces of paper and fold them in half and bind them and tie them with a cute little string, and draw a picture on the outside and make it your journal. Or you can go out to the store and buy a journal. Just write down your thoughts, start doing it. It's really enlightening. It really raises your awareness of self and your mindset and your mindfulness. It's been one of the tools that I've used that have actually helped assisted in my transformation in just amazing ways. And I can't tell you how grateful and thankful I am and appreciative that I heard this from someone else to start and try, because it's really made a big impact on my life. And if you start one, I hope it does the same for you. So I don't even think I started this video with saying aloha again, but I'll say it now to all the beautiful souls that are out there listening to me and watching this through to end. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful and appreciative for any likes or subscriptions or shares or whatever. Just want to get these messages out to women or individuals that need help in finding themselves and their destiny and their soul's purpose. And journaling has been one way to assist me in reaching that goal of mine. So remember, I will always say this, and I repeat this mantra to myself every day, is to be kind in your thoughts, your actions, your words, and your deeds. That kindness comes back. Live with love, live with generosity. That's the abundance I live in, and it's returned to me all the time. So I hope this video finds you well, and thank you for watching, and see you next video.